I'm not going to do it. I'm going to walk him into, be careful what you do because it may come back up again for you. If you really believe the Bible, if you really get converted, if you really get changed, because I'll tell you what I did. I had walked that old man back into his station, his back to the pumps and to my car. But what I told these teenagers, you get that oil and you get it in there, well, I've got his attention. Don't tell me what sin won't do. Sin will drag you down to the pit. But God deliver that. I'm telling you what, if we believe the Bible, He'll deliver that.
That's right.
And then these things that you do when you get saved, you could make restitution. Yeah, there's a possibility. But there's sometimes you'll do things while you're in sin that you'll never be able to make restitution. And I want to encourage you this morning that His blood can cleanse that for you, though. But you know, I got saved, and they've changed the road just a little bit, and one day I was going down to see Mom and Dad, and the Lord said, you got saved, didn't you? You gave your heart to me? Yeah. What I want you to do, I want you to pull into that station, and I want you to go in there and make your wrong right. Isn't that something? Oh my, that's been years before. I've been saved. I mean, I shouted in there, no doubt shouted in church and did all kinds of things, you know. Maybe even taught an NYI class. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And maybe I was sitting on the church board. Yes, I was. But you know that God convicted me years later. Now, if He's convicting you of something and you can't get it right, I mean, it's too far gone, don't let the devil drag you down in his pit. You say it's under the blood, all right? But if God says, no, I want you to get it right, then don't hesitate. Believe the Bible, because the Bible is right. And I tell you what, Satan warned me before I got to that junction, but I turned in there anyway. And I went into that station, there was a young guy in there, and I said, young man, I said, where's the fellow at that owned this station a few years ago? Well, he said, he's dead. He's dead. Hey, he's dead? Yeah. He said, why? What do you want him about? I said, well, a few years ago, and I said, we took some oil from him, 2 or 3 quarts, and put it in a car. And I got his back turned against the car where I was talking to him. But I said, I got saved, sir. I got saved. I went to the altar and I gave Jesus my heart, and now He's convicted me of it. And I want to pay for it. I want to make it right. Oh, he said, I tell you what, friend, I enjoy your testimony, but he said, you don't know me. It wasn't my station. And about that time, the Lord just came by with His wonderful forgiveness and blotted it out. Haven't been, but you know, there are some people that still need to make restitution. You're just kidding yourself by going on saying, I believe the Bible, I can preach the Bible. No, somebody's waiting on you. He may be waiting on me yet. Maybe I just don't know it yet. But if the opportunity's there, we ought to make it right. Okay, all right. Number 6 was, the Bible confirms what is right in John 8:31. And then the last one, I like it because it says the Bible will comfort the heart. And that's what Psalm 119 has to say. And I know He can. So if your heart is in turmoil this morning, in trouble, you just can't get it right, believe the Bible. Teach the Bible. Preach the Bible. How are you going to do that now, preacher? Tell me one more time. I don't know how to quote the scriptures. I can't carry no big old Bible with me everywhere I go and read them the Bible, preach the Bible. But how about your life? How about my life? Have we said anything? Have we heard anything that we know that God has quickened our heart about that we need to get right? Let's live the Word. And living what Jesus and how He wants us to live will give us peace and joy and happiness until we meet Him in that wonderful, wonderful city. God's good, isn't He?
Amen.
I want to preach the Bible. I believe you want to preach the Bible. But we're going to have Denny to play a song. I want you to stand. If you have any need this morning, I know what, you don't have to come tell me. I've never opened one blind. never made one lame person to walk. But I know a man who can. His name is Jesus. So if you have a need this morning, listen to this song, but just come.